frustrated is because I am. So basically, I filmed and edited a full storytime video and I loved it. And I'm not sure what happened, but it like just got deleted and some of the footage can't be found, and now I'm just a little frustrated. But I still want to get a story time up for you guys, and I still want to do a story time, and I still want to edit it.
So I'm going to try to get to everything that I can. It's a little later than normal. And you know why? Because I filmed, edited, I spent all day editing this, and now I have to film a different one. So,
but that story time will come. It'll be later during the week of Bidmas. That will start probably the 15th of December. I'm not sure yet, but we'll figure it out. But today's story is a short but a good. And basically, I don't know, like I don't even know what I'm gonna call this, but I got caught, like, what is that thing called? Ditching school. I got caught ditching. And I was just really dumb in high school. Like, I just made a lot of dumb decisions, and so my freshman year I only ditched a few times, like not that often, but my like sophomore, junior, and senior year I ditched a lot more. We'll get into that. That's another story. But today, basically, this is like a good story that I'm so excited to tell you guys. So basically, when I was a freshman, I had made a best friend. We're gonna call her Jasmine for the sake of this video. If you guys hear my sister, she's coming.
I'm a dumbass. 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 I'm a dumbass.
Basically, Jasmine was my really good friend in freshman year. She like became my best friend. She was very different than I was, a lot more outgoing, a lot prettier. She was like a lot more popular than I was. I guess I wasn't really that. It didn't really matter to me if I was popular or not. But basically, Jasmine was like the opposite of who I was, and it was just like such a weird friendship, you know? And basically, Jasmine had like a few boyfriends that year, and she'd never missed school with them. And so one of the things she wanted to do before high school, before freshman year ended, was ditch school. And
she didn't have a boyfriend at the time. She had 2 boyfriends before this, but like that's like
another story, you know? And she was just trying to like ditch school. So we kind of talked each other into it, and we decided to ditch school together. So basically, if you hear background noise, my sister's in here. I already said that, but like just in case, okay? Basically, Jasmine, like, we kind of convinced each other, hyped each other up to the idea of ditching school together. So we made this plan. We were gonna leave school. My brother actually went to like his whole high school. All 3 years of high school, so freshman, sophomore, and junior year, or 9th and 10th and 11th grade, he went to the same high school, so he knew exactly the exits and stuff. Like, he was like kind of,
I don't want to say popular, I hate that word, but like relevant. Yes, he was socially relevant in high school.
And because of that, he had a lot of reason, not a lot of reason, I guess he just had a lot of opportunity to miss school and like leave school. And so he did, like, and so he knew, ew, why did I say that? Basically, he had a lot of opportunities to leave school early and like just miss classes and stuff, and because he was so socially relevant, it didn't matter, you know? But I was a little freshman, and my friend was a little freshman as well, so I kind of asked him, like, what's the easiest way to like get out of school without getting caught? And he was like, well, basically the way our school was set up is it's like an outdoor campus. There's a science building, there's a language arts and English building, there's a math and science building. It's like very weird. And then in the front there's like an office, and in the back there's like a gym area and a caffeinasium, or the place to eat. And so basically, like, to the side there was like a gate, and in that gate, in between those gates, like there was a small metal door. I'll insert a picture if I can of that metal door. It's like, it looks like, obviously I'm sure you guys know what it looks like, but if you don't, I'll insert a picture. It looks like that. And so because of that, he was like, you can go out of there right after your first hour. And so we had block schedule, which was 2 hours in every class, so 2.5 hours in every class. So it would be like block schedule day 1 was your first, 3rd, and 5th hour, and then block schedule day 2 was your 2nd, 4th, and 6th hour. And so in each class we would spend 2.5 hours. It was hell. I hated the block schedule, but basically we decided to go to our, I think it was like 2nd period, then we were gonna miss hours 4 and half of hour 6, because halfway through hour 4 and halfway through hour halfway through hour 4 you would have lunch if you had like a lunch, and if you had B lunch then you would go like right after 4th hour, which was right before 6th. Okay, I don't know if that makes sense, but I suck at explaining, sorry about it. So basically he said, go out through this middle door, you guys can meet by the cafeteria, because the people that have a lunch, which is halfway through hour 4, will be there and you won't look so suspicious. And so what we did was we met up, and I actually was started to panic, and I didn't think she was gonna come. I thought I was just gonna end up like looking like a fool, missing school, like missing my class and having to like make it up. So I thought she wasn't gonna come, and I waited a little bit, and then I saw her like figure running. She was like a skinny tall girl. She is a skinny tall girl, and I see her running towards me, and she's like, hey, let's go. So we start to bolt to the door, and it goes through like a small alley. Well, I guess it's not that small. It's like in between 2 buildings, which is the science and math building and the gym. Why am I stuttering? The gym and the science building. So there's like a gap, and then in there's that middle door that will lead to the, can I talk? That will lead you to the parking lot, okay? And so we bolt to that middle door, and all of a sudden, in like, not even in the distance, like close to us, we hear my gym teacher. Like, I was just in her class. My gym teacher is like coming towards us, and we can see her like now. She's in our, like, we can see her. She's in our line of vision. And I don't think she can see us yet. And then she turns as we open the gate, because that gate's huge and it makes like a lot of noise. She turns and sees us, and we slam the gate and run. We like bust out running through this like parking lot. And so we run to like that the pole thing, like the semáforo. I'm not sure how you say it in English. What is it called, baby?
What?
The semáforo.
The stoplight?
The stoplight. We go to the stoplight, and once you're off of like campus, you can't be like brought back. Like, it's just, that's not a thing, you know? So we were like now at the stoplight. So if anyone came to like get us, they couldn't do that, you know, because we're like now not on campus anymore. So we go to the stoplight, and we're waiting for something to happen. Like, this is my first time ditching. It's her first time ditching. Like, we don't know what's supposed to happen, you know? So nothing happens. So we start to walk. We walk to, so like the way that this was kind of, the way that this little community is set. So there's like a bunch of neighborhoods here. This is the school, and then across the street there's a lot of other neighborhoods, and then there's like a little park next to, like across the street from the football field, which is again right here. There's a park here. So this is the high school, this is the football field, this is the football field, and this is the field across from it. So there's like a whole street across from it, okay? So we cross the street and we start walking, and as you walk, there's like a little plaza that has like a grocery store. It has like a water and ice store. It has like a Taco Bell. It has like a Burger King. It has like a Starbucks. All this kind of stuff is in this little plaza. So we walk into the ice cream store, the water and ice store, and we get a we get a hot spicy pickle, like the ones in the bag. I'll insert a picture if I can right here. And then we got, I can't remember what else we got, like chips. And we spent 2.5, and then we start walking back. So we spent like an hour in there or something. Like we like walked around this plaza, but like we had our snacks as well. So once we figured out what we wanted to do, oh, I forgot to mention this. We went to Taco Bell and I bought like some food, and as we were eating our Taco Bell, my gym teacher walks in. She's gonna eat Taco Bell too because, you know, what about Taco Bell?
Everyone's acting weird.
Okay. My sister's having a mental breakdown or something. What's up? I don't know. But basically, she walks into the Taco Bell, and as we're eating, and she just stares at us. She wasn't actually my gym teacher. She was my friend, the one that I was with. I don't even know what I named her. Jasmine. She was with my friend Jasmine. She was no. She wasn't with her. She was my friend Jasmine's gym teacher. So as we're eating our Taco Bell, she clearly knows because she can like see us. Obviously, like she knows that Jasmine has B lunch, so she doesn't have lunch now. She should be in school for another hour and a half, and she just stares at us, and then she was like this. Y'all, when I tell you that I was hiding and I was so scared that I was gonna get in trouble, I can't even begin to explain how paranoid I was. I was freaking out. What the hell is going on? Like, I was so confused. And also, like, I really just thought that they could call you and call your parents and tell them, like, your kid's at Taco Bell, like, not at school. Like, do something about it, you know? And I was so ready to hear my mom kicking my butt, like, just telling me that I was dumb, being dumb, like, oh my god, okay? But nothing happens. We walk and we go to the field across the football field. So across the street from the football field, we go to that field. Remember I told you guys about it? Yeah, we go to that field and we hang out, we listen to music, we're like playing on the playground. Well, we're not really playing, we're like on the swings, we're like kind of just walking around it and doing whatever. And so now it's time to go back. So we start walking, we spend like a good hour there. And so we start walking back to campus. And as we're walking back, all I see is my uncle's truck passing us, and he had his window down. It's Arizona, so it's like never cold, so it, you know, like he had his window down, and so he like looks at me.
Next time you say that it's cold,
he like looks at me, and then he looks to his passenger side, and I didn't see who was in there, but I was like, oh no way. My uncle actually lives like right next to the school that I went to, but I didn't ever think I was gonna see him. Like, when I was, like, ditching, I don't know, like, I didn't even think about it, so I was, like, shook. Like, I can't even explain to you guys. I don't even know what I was thinking. I was like, what am I gonna say? Like, how do I explain myself, you know? So, I see him turn, and my friend's, like, reassuring me, like, he's not gonna say anything, like, it'll be fine. He U-turned, and he brought his truck back. He parks right next to me, and he's like, and someone gets out of the passenger seat, and they like hop out, and they're like, guess who it is? Just guess, just guess, okay? It's my brother. It's my brother, not the one I went to school with, but the other one. Oh my god, I have like a million brothers, but like, it's the one. Oh my god, I was like quaking. I started to shake. I was like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? He's gonna tell my mom. Him and my mom were on weird terms at this time because he had just graduated. He was gonna like leave. I don't know. He was leaving I don't know. Basically, they were like on weird terms. So I wasn't sure he was like gonna call my mom and tell her like, your kid's right here. She's like not in school. She's being a dumbass. Like, oh. So I was like, how am I gonna explain myself? So I wait for him to say something, and he's like staring at me, and he says the stupidest thing. Okay, he's like, hey, if you don't give me blah blah blah's number, I'm gonna tell my mom that I saw you. And he took a picture of me. He wanted someone's number, like, I'm not gonna say the person's name, but he wanted their number, and I didn't have it. Okay, like, I didn't freaking know. I don't know why he assumed that I had it. Like I don't know what he was thinking, but like, he just assumed I had it, and he threatens me. He's like blackmailing me, and I'm like, I don't have it. Like, what am I supposed to say? If I had it, I would give it to you. Like, I don't care. Your issues are your issues. I don't care. But I was like, now, I felt like so trapped, you know? And so I'm like looking at my friend. And so he like hops back in the truck and he leaves. He like takes a picture of me before he leaves, okay? So like now there's proof that I'm like now not in school, you know? So I'm like now shook. We're walking towards the school again and I'm panicking at this point. And B lunch is still on. So the end of 4th period already came and we're right before 6th period, okay? So I'm running and I'm looking for my brother. I'm not running. I'm just walking really quickly and I'm looking for my brother. I'm panicking. My brother has to tell me what to do. Like, I don't know. Finally, I find my brother and he's around like a bunch of his friends and I'm like, hey, like, dude. Should I already said it. It's okay. I say, hey, dude. Mommy. Like, not in school, like, what do I do? And he's like, he's not gonna say anything. Like, with the calmest freaking expression. He's like, I'm gonna say anything. He is, dude, oh my god, my brother, like, oh my god, we never got along, so it's like a whole thing, you know? So, like, we get along now, but, like, at the time, we didn't get along, so I was, like, 100% sure he was gonna say something, so I was waiting for the bomb to drop. To this day, my brother has never told my mom. My mom never found out until I told her that Michael and my tío caught me. So there's just like one time I got caught. All the other times I like made up a lie. I was better. I'm kidding. Please don't ditch school, okay? It's really stupid. You need to be in school, okay? High school's dumb, but like just go, get it over with, and move on, okay? Because if you end up doing what everybody else did, you're not gonna end up happy, okay? So just go to school and don't get caught by your brother's ditching. Like, it's not a good interaction, okay? Because I got in trouble. Well, I didn't get in trouble until I told her, so there's my little like fun story of the day, okay? Anyways, I think that's it for this story. Hopefully this one doesn't get lost. Okay, so I will see you guys in my next video. If you guys want to keep up with behind the scenes, I have Instagram. If you want to see behind the scenes of the behind the scenes, I have Snap as well. I will be vlogging more, so you guys will get more vlogs if you guys like those. And I just want to thank Gabby for inspiring me to make this video. Thank you, and shout out to you, Gabby. Okay, bye.